Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you with us today. So we're going to jump right in because we're looking at something that honestly usually flies totally under the radar. We're talking about goods receipt and procurement. Now, I know, it sounds a little mundane at first, right? But think about it. A single missed barcode scan on a loading dock for a massive shipment of laptops can literally hold up millions of dollars in accounts payable. It's wild. Today, we're exploring exactly how Rasta Infotech takes this overlooked everyday process and turns it into a total powerhouse for accuracy, compliance, and digital transformation. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of it all, I want you to ask yourself a quick question. Is your procurement process leaking money? I mean, think back to your last delayed vendor payment, or maybe that one time an unauthorized delivery somehow slipped right through the cracks. We've all been there. And more often than not, those leaks, they actually start right at the loading dock. They're usually driven by a broken, paper-based goods receipt process. It's just a massive blind spot for so many businesses out there. So to fix those leaks and get to some real operational efficiency, here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit 1. The procurement bridge. 2. Why goods receipt matters. 3. Overcoming procurement challenges. 4. Applying the CCC framework. And 5. Rasta Infotech's digital solutions. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the procurement bridge. We're talking about connecting your physical supply chain to your digital finance. So a goods receipt is, well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's the formal acknowledgement that the goods or services you ordered were actually delivered as per the purchase order. But hey, don't be fooled here. This isn't just some simple checkpoint on a loading dock. It's a critical bridge. Think of it as the definitive proof that ensures your business got exactly what it asked for before a single dollar ever leaves your accounts. It's a real game changer when you think about it like that. Now, to build this bridge correctly and to make sure it doesn't just collapse under the weight of your daily operations, we need 4 key components working in perfect harmony. First up, you need strict verification. We're talking quantity, quality, and specifications. Second, you gotta have proper documentation living right inside your ERP systems. Third is a completely seamless approval workflow for your financial processing. And finally, number 4, tight integration with finance for invoice matching. You know, if any one of these 4 pillars is weak, the whole bridge just fails.
Moving right along to Section 2, why goods receipt matters. This is really the backbone of procurement accuracy.
Rasta Infotech really hammers home this idea that the goods receipt is your ultimate control point. Let's break that down. First, it guarantees accuracy by making sure delivered items perfectly match your purchase orders. Next, you get compliance, which is huge because it stops unauthorized or even fraudulent deliveries dead in their tracks. Third, you secure true financial control by firmly linking procurement directly with accounts payable. And crucially, this is the big one. You achieve operational efficiency. That means you're accelerating your invoice processing and ultimately getting your vendors paid way faster.
Okay, let's dive into Section 3, overcoming procurement challenges. Basically, what happens when the bridge breaks? Quantity mismatches, damaged goods, delayed receipts, manual entry errors. Right? These are all super familiar symptoms of a broken, paper-based system, and they can absolutely derail your accounts payable. Remember that massive shipment of laptops we talked about earlier? If someone, say, accidentally manually enters a typo on the receiving dock today, well, it becomes a massive, highly expensive reconciliation headache for your finance team tomorrow. So it really forces us to ask the question, how do we actually eliminate these manual bottlenecks? The truth is, we need to shift our focus completely away from just managing the day-to-day chaos of manual errors. Instead, we have to start looking at the strategic blueprint needed to permanently solve them once and for all. Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, applying the CCC framework. This is your blueprint for transformation. To solve this, Rasta Infotech introduces a really brilliant step-by-step evolution. It's called the CCC framework. The first C is clarity. This means using ERP-integrated tools to provide digital checklists and automated validation so that all your deliveries are documented totally transparently. The second C is context. You can't just receive items in a vacuum. You've got to connect those receipts directly to purchase requisitions or project codes to actually give them some business relevance. And the third C is conversion. This is the ultimate goal, seamlessly converting these goods receipts right into invoice approvals. That is going to completely eliminate those frustrating payment bottlenecks we all hate. And that leads us to our final section, Section 5, Rasta Infotech's digital solutions. This is the AI-powered fix. Consider the stark contrast here. On one side, you have traditional, outdated paper-based receipts. You know the drill. They rely on tedious, manual entry and just leave you constantly guessing with delayed data.
But then, on the other side, you have Rasta Infotech's AI-powered solutions. We're talking about fully automated validation, predictive analytics that actually catch issues before they even happen, and mobile confirmations. Honestly, it's just a night and day difference in how you manage your supply chain. And by integrating AI with advanced enterprise systems like SAP EWM, which is basically highly advanced warehouse management software, and combining that with voice picking technology, Rasta Infotech unlocks some truly incredible capabilities. We're talking about things like automatic quality checks, real-time stock updates so your inventory is literally always perfectly accurate, and supplier performance analytics driven directly by mobile confirmations. You're effectively taking raw, basic receiving data and transforming the whole shebang into actionable business intelligence. Now, let's be real for a second. Technology alone isn't a magic wand. To truly get the benefits here, organizations have to implement some core best practices alongside it. This means standardizing your forms across the board, automating verification with barcodes or RFID radio tags, and deeply integrating your ERP system for total visibility. Oh, and it also requires actually training your staff on compliance policies, plus constantly monitoring key performance indicators, stuff like accuracy and overall processing time. Ultimately, there's a great quote here that sums it up perfectly. The core goal is turning a simple receipt into a driver of transformation. By combining ERP integration, AI validation, and that CC framework we talked about, businesses can achieve essentially error-free operations. You get significantly faster payments, and you build much, much stronger relationships with your suppliers. It literally takes what used to be a routine, maybe even boring administrative task, and turns it into a massive driver of strategic transformation. So, I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to turn a simple receipt into your ultimate strategic advantage? I highly encourage you to take a hard look at your own procurement workflows today. Ask yourself, are they stuck in the past, paper-based, and leaking money, or are you ready to step up and revolutionize your operations? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.